Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm one of the owners of Glarus Gourmet and ChocoTransferSheets.com. We manufacture chocolate transfer sheets as well as colored cocoa butter. We also sell accessories and molds for the chocolatier.
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm a chef, pastry chef, and chocolatier, and I own Robin Art Chocolate, and I do chocolate artistry.
In this video, we will be demonstrating the technique of using colored cocoa butter with an airbrush. This is our line of colored cocoa butter. It's called ChocoButter. It is sold in an 8-ounce container. It is pre-tempered, and we have several colors to choose from on our website. Robin's going to demonstrate how to prepare the cocoa butter for use.
When you get your cocoa butter, it's pre-tempered. We are going to melt it, and once you melt it, it's out of temper. We're going to then put it back into temper so that we can use it. First, we start with our cocoa butter, and we're going to gently melt it because optimum temperature for the use is 90 degrees. So I would start with 1 minute in the microwave. So after the minute, it will still feel solid. So you're going to squeeze the bottle and you will feel it kind of loosen up and give, and there will be a little liquid. And so we're retempering it. And to retemper it, we're just going to shake it, and that will seed the cocoa butter to put it back in temper so that it will be shiny and release from the molds. If it still feels cool and solid, we're going to put it back in the microwave for 20-second intervals, take it out, shake it again, and it should be ready to go. So we are going to prepare our airbrush to spray. First, I'm going to warm my airbrush a little bit, and this is a heavy-duty heat gun. You can use a regular blow dryer. We're just heating it so that we don't shock the cocoa butter and have it solidify before it comes through our airbrush. We want to keep it flowing. Cocoa butter, and just put a little bit in our gravity feed airbrush, meaning that the paint is coming from the top and gravity is helping it flow, which is important when spraying with cocoa butter because it's thicker than a water-based product. Now I'm just testing to make sure, and there you go.
In this video, we will be demonstrating the technique of using colored cocoa butter to make beautiful molded chocolates. Gathered a few different colors of cocoa butter, and we're going to paint some molds. But first, before we paint the molds, I wanted to show one of the easiest ways to use colored cocoa butter, and that is purely to tint your chocolate. So if you start with white chocolate and you just pour just a little bit of butter into the chocolate, then you can go ahead and make it any color you like. I'll do 2 colors just to show you for variety.
As any other tempered chocolate to mold or make your confections, and they will already be colored, cocoa butter colored. Another technique is, if we can use a little green,
sure,
is to paint a mold. And before we do molds, you want to make sure they're clean, and we are going to use a little cotton or a makeup pad just to polish our molds. And that will help it release and be really shiny. And then I take my tempered colored cocoa butter and paint the mold, just like you would paint anything. Here we're going to do a swirl. I already polished these molds. And we'll take a palette, and we will do very easy, and it looks beautiful. Just dipping my finger in the cocoa butter and swirling. And you want to stop before it dries because then it will stay shiny. So here's one color, and you can layer. And I can do the use this too. This way you can use more than one color. You can use as many colors as you want. You can let the chocolate show through or not. Then I would let this set, and then we will fill the mold with tempered chocolate. Really nice technique is to splatter a mold with cocoa butter like paint. So you just have to dip your brush and be creative. It's a little messy, but it's really beautiful when it's done. And this, again, you can do any colors you want. So I'm going to add a little bit of, I think, white. And then I'll pick it up. And then if you're really adventurous, you can airbrush a mold.
No, it's the airbrush. Yeah. It's the airbrush. Yeah. That's what it's trying to do. Yeah. In this video, we will be demonstrating the technique of hand painting with colored cocoa butter.
I'm just putting down my acetate sheet so it doesn't move, and I'm going to use a Glarus Gourmet roller to get all the air out so it's smooth. I have my cocoa butter in temper, and I'm going to paint my leaf. This is when you need to be careful and not overwork the cocoa butter, because if it sets up while you're painting, it won't be shiny and it will stick. When this crystallizes, I'm going to pour chocolate over it. The tricky part is to find my leaf. Clean the sides, and if you want to give it life or movement, you just place it over a form. Now I'm going to chill it until it sets, and then we'll peel off the acetate.
Wow, this is absolutely beautiful.
Look what I can do with your cocoa butter.
Look what you can do with my cocoa butter. Honestly, I mean, it's shiny and it's absolutely beautiful. Good job, Robin.
Thank you.
Thank you.